Yo, how's it going today, guys? Hope you're having a great day as always. So, let's get right into the gameplay. This is on Blind Watch. I think I put, yeah, this map was actually the first map that I used in the first commentary. I believe it was in the lighter day mode, or afternoon, if you will. Um, in a lot of the maps on Destiny, they will change the time of day. For example, nighttime, daytime. That's, I don't know. I guess that's cool. I guess it kind of, since there's only a very relatively small number of maps in the game, that changing the climate, I guess, is something pretty easy for them to do, and kind of spices things up a little bit. Kind of uses what they have, really gets more use out of what they already have, I guess you could say. Some people don't really care for it, find it annoying or whatnot, but it's whatever to me. Anyway, this gameplay is a little bit old. It's several days old, so you'll still see me using my Shingen C assault rifle, and I might not even be level 20 in this. I don't know, but it's a pretty old gameplay. But the topic of this commentary, what I really wanted to hammer home today, is the idea of, in this game, at least for the Hunter class, and I think for the other classes as well, that there's a kind of a difference in jumping techniques. And what I mean by that is you can either do a kind of directional controlled double jump or a double jump with a teleport. And what you unlock first, the first thing you unlock is when you start out and you don't have any abilities for jumping, you're just going to be able to jump once. When you unlock the double jump, that's when you're going to be able to basically jump twice and kind of lift, I think. And then you're going to be able to jump a little bit better, at least on the Hunter class. Basically, a little bit more control while you're in the air of where you're going to be going, which is obviously really important. And that's what I use. So, and then the last thing you unlock is this ability to teleport. And when I first saw it and I first read about it, I was very much intrigued by it, because I was like, wow, that sounds really powerful, and it sounds like it can really be useful in this game. And I think it can. I think I want to I'll just say the pros and cons of that, the teleportation and the pros and cons of the non-teleportation, but you still be a more directional double jump, I guess. The pro of the teleportation is that you can kind of use it in a few different ways. I mean, it's still going to allow you to kind of do the same thing as a double jump, but you lose height. You don't really have a great ability to jump as high when you use the teleportation, and there's also a period of lag. It just generally it takes a long time for the teleport action to complete, in my opinion. It just takes a lot. It's just unnecessary time, in my opinion, that I guess is to compensate for the fact that you are teleporting a short distance. So you'll still be able to move. You'll still be able to move around as you normally would. It's just not as effective, in my opinion. But the main differences are, you're going to be able to use it for evasion. So if you need to get out of a place somehow quicker, you might be able to use that in an effective manner. But you could use that, or you can already slide. Everybody can slide. So sliding it might be more beneficial for me, because I have the Hunter class, and I have like almost the maximum agility that you can have according to the stats. And so I use the slide a lot instead of for me to get away, I'd rather slide or just jetpack away or whatever. So, in my opinion, evasive skills was one reason to use the teleport, but I don't think it's that as effective as you would think. And then I think the other option, that kind of unique factor that the teleportation brings, is the fact that you can kind of bridge the gap on somebody in a unique way. For example, if you're running at somebody, you can teleport, and then you're gonna be, you'll be disappeared kind of for like a split second. So it can throw somebody off, and it can also, like, make you not get hit by a bullet for a split second as well. So so those are, in my opinion. So again, to wrap up the teleportation, you're going to be able to still move around a little bit as you would with a double jump. It's just not going to be as much height. So I just don't think it's as effective. And then I think overall the cooldown, which is a con, the kind of time it takes to do the teleport is just not worth the result of the teleport, in my opinion. It's just too slow, and that's just my opinion. And the other pro of the teleport is that you can kind of use it well, the pros are you can use it in an evasive manner, and you can also kind of bridge the gap on somebody in a unique kind of way. But the pros for the regular directional double jump, is what I'll call it, in my opinion, outweigh anything for the teleportation, because you can always use it, and it's much more easy to use. It's much more fluid, in my opinion, meaning that it makes more sense for the game for you to be able to be jumping around like that. It makes more sense to me, and it's just a lot easier to do, and you can kind of traverse the map a lot easier when you're doing that, when you're doing the directional double jumping instead of the teleportation. I think it's simply quicker double jumping around the map and whatnot. And you don't have any of this annoying cooldown that you get from the teleport, where it takes time. You can't just spam it and keep teleporting and whatnot. So yeah, the cons to the double jumping are only the few pros of the teleporting, which really, in my opinion, you want to use the double jump way much better. You're gonna have a much better time, much more successful with the game. But that's just my experience. When I haven't used the teleportation that much, I just found it extremely annoying, and compared to the double jump, is not as effective and not really worth the wait it takes to unlock it. But whatever, it's a part of the game. It's just a lot of the things in the game are some of the things you'll be using for a long time. The basic skills that you have when you are level 5 are some of the same skills that you're going to be using when you get to level 30. So yeah, it's just a weird kind of difference. So don't be too worried if you're still using the same skills that you were when you were level 5 or whatnot. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to hammer that home. I know it probably wasn't the best presented, but in short, use double jump, do not use the teleportation. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I hope that does help you though, guys. I mean, I really do. I'm trying to give more tips for the game, because a lot of people have been giving tips recently, and I'm looking at some tips myself. Like I need to get in on this farming craze that people are doing, and getting a lot of gear for very little effort, because I've been playing a lot, and I've gotten some okay gear, but there are people with several exotics that I've seen. So I mean, they're doing the whole gear thing right, and I'm doing it wrong, because just playing player versus player is not going to get you the best gear. But hey, I'm already level 24 just playing player versus player, so I can't be doing things that wrong, I guess, if considering I haven't played a ton, I guess. So anyway, guys, game's about to wrap up. I will see you guys in the next video, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and click like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Peace.